Actually, I was on that subcommittee. I wasn't vice chairman. I don't want to. Gene Yaw was, but state chamber doesn't do anything anyway. I'm going to read my comments to you. Now, this is, for those of you who have not seen, this is the actual report submitted to the governor. A lot of people have commented on it, and much like healthcare, haven't bothered to read it. So, you know, I just want to bring it here so that everyone can see what it looks like, and I'm sure there's more people in this room that have read it percentage-wise than on a lot of other rooms. Jason mentioned I had the honor of serving on the commission, and I'm being on the Workforce and Economic Development Subcommittee. And this, you know, I guess it's 5 years ago now, I'm not even sure, 4 or 5 years ago, you know, I was sitting in Mel's coffee shop in Williamsport with Commissioner Rebecca Burke and Doug Shangraw, and we were talking about, they were talking about all the people that were lining up at the computers in the county courthouse looking up deeds. And we didn't know what it was all about. Well, we found out shortly what it was about, and as a result, we formed the Lycoming County Community Gas Task Force, and this took off from there. In fact, Christy Gittins was one of the first people in the industry I met when we all went down to Houston, to Fort Worth, and spent a few days, about 4 or 5 days, and toured the area to see what the impact is. But that brings us to today, a long 4 or 5 years later. And the reason that I am so involved in this is the reason we're here today. It's one 4-letter word: jobs, jobs, jobs. That is what brings me here today. That is what brings most of us here today. How many, you know, I've been in chamber work for 30 years. I think it's 31 this year. In Scranton for 7, Wilkes-Barre, somebody had this up, 14, and 10 in Williamsport. So that is 31. I have never, ever seen the job creation that we're seeing now in any one of those communities. And Scranton and Wilkes-Barre did pretty well for quite a while, even in some of the tougher times. Never. There has been nothing like this. It is so good that we have people fighting over how many jobs are being created. Well, it's not 40,000, it's only 20,000. What a nice problem to have. I mean, what a nice problem to have. Think about that. It's like 2 mosquitoes fighting over which part of the elephant's leg to bite. We are creating thousands of jobs in Pennsylvania, and it's about time. How many of you are natives here or natives of Pennsylvania and tired of hearing people say over the years, when can we create enough jobs so our children don't have to move to New York or New Jersey or Texas or wherever it is? I know I am. I got a son in Maryland and a daughter in North Carolina. Okay? And where would I much rather have both of them? Especially my daughter, since we have 2 grandchildren with her. But you know, this is our opportunity. And I believe that we have a governor, and I believe in the final analysis, you know, despite the numbers that the senator pointed out, we will have a state legislature that will continue this process that the commission hopefully has done. But we haven't given the governor a blueprint. I don't even think that was our charge, but we have given a roadmap on some of the things, some of the policies, some of the actions we think must be taken by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to maximize the job creation and economic development opportunities while protecting the environment and the beautiful state that we live in. That's what this is about. Maximizing the benefits. And that benefit is, again, one 4-letter word: jobs. Thank you for coming out. It's warm. We have some other speakers that can talk numbers better than I can. And I appreciate the opportunity to speak with all of them.